Hi, Peter. Nice to have you here in Sofia. You were the first of the artists from international stage who came here with one very, very interesting piece of art. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Yes, the work is a series of works I make together with Simone Simons as Bosch and Simons. And the series is called, in English, Last Rural Effort, or in Spanish, Último Esfuerzo Rural. It's a kind of series of works wherein we are inspired by rural life and want to give it a new life, a new identity, because it's almost a lost culture. So we give old objects a new soul, and in this case it's objects with very lively sounds and behavior.
From where are those objects actually?
Well, in the first version were objects from the village where we live ourselves. We live in a mountain village in Spain. But these objects are actually objects of the grandfather of Venelin, the director of the festival. So they come from southeast Bulgaria, which I like very much because it's much more interesting to show objects from the country where you are.
Are they going to travel with you?
No, I think they go back to his grandfather after the show. Some of the objects that we like really very much are those spray machines like this, because you see already a person there. It's a kind of a human thing, not so. In our first version, we had only one of these that we found in the fields in our village, abandoned. But now we bought many more via internet, so maybe the next version will be with many more of these spray machines.
You are a duo. How you
Yes.
work together with your partner?
Well, mainly spiritual. There's always so much research and things, so sometime an idea starts, could be of one or of the two, and then there's a lot of practical research until we find it presentable, especially about the concepts and aesthetical things we discuss. And what for the rest, we are almost never together in the same space working. And we work already together for 30 years, so I mean, I can't say this work is more mine or that work is more hers.
Probably some of the visitors will think that it works with sensors, but you choose another strategy. Why this happens?
Yes, for us, sound is very important, and I think what we want is that people discover things by using their senses, especially their ears. A work that has its own autonomy and does unpredictable things works much better than an interactive work where people get into a game and want to influence and maybe don't listen anymore. So actually all our works have none or little interactivity, just because we think then that's another interest. We don't have so much that interested. People will become co-authors. We want to create a situation, an unpredictable situation that's even we don't know what happens. So there are authorship stops. What they do is having their own experience and make their own story, and I think that's if they manage to make something of the work, that's more than enough. They don't have to be actively participating.
It's a very good lesson from this piece of art that not everything can be under control after all.
Yes, but many artists have this as a subject. That's like also, for instance, the work of Uber Morgan. It's completely different, but it's also about that people think that you can control things, but actually, if it's either a screen-based work or a physical analog work or anything, of course, nothing can be controlled. But that's not my lesson, that's the truth.
Okay, great. Thank you very much and have a nice presentation.